Hi guys, this is just a little video, which again I'll try and keep quite short to help you see how to put in an upper floor onto your building and also a floor slab in the upper level. So it's going to be quite a short video, but then I'll show you how to cut a hole in the slab as well for whenever you put your stairs in. And we'll show you how to do the stairs with the stair tool maybe in a week or so after we complete some other basic operations. So look, this model that I borrowed from another student has got quite a lot of walls in it, and that's great. So if we look at a 3D all, we can see that, it's shaping up and cooking quite nicely. So that's fine. What I'll do is I'm kind of pleased to see this person is working in the view map as well. So really, one of your checks should be to make sure that you have got the view map set up with your ground floor, first floor, and whenever you generate sections, we can just drag those over into folders if you want. But it's nice to see that this person has got the layer combination set up, the scale, and no markers. So that's pretty good. So let's just collapse that one. I'll just go back to the ground floor. And then we want to go upstairs to try and put some walls around the upper level. So I'll just go to the first floor. And you might say, all right, everything's disappeared. But don't panic. It's just because we're on the first floor and we haven't really drawn anything yet. So the easy thing to do is we want to see where the walls are down below so that we can ensure that the walls up above line up with them. So what you should do is hover your mouse over the ground floor and then right click, and you'll get this pop out, and you want to show the ground floor walls as a trace reference. And then you should get a ghosted image of the um, walls below. So I just want to go to my wall tool now. So I'll just go to design, double click the wall tool, do the usual checks and make sure, yeah, I'm on the first floor. Even though over here this is highlighted, you can see in bold the ground floor indicates that we actually are on the first floor. Sorry, this bold lettering which says first floor and this tab says first floor. So home story for the walls we're going to draw, first floor. We want them to go up to the roof. I don't really mind if you use exterior stud 90 or interior stud 90, it doesn't matter as long as it's a wall with 90 mil of thickness. Then we'll just go OK. Now what you should do is you could probably use the rectangle one, but what we want to do is make sure the reference line is on the outside. So I'm just going to do a little test, and you can see here that the reference line is actually on the inside. So on the fly, I'm just going to say change this to inside face, and it seems to depend again which way you go, but that's the way I want it to go there, but I don't want to draw it in that position. So I'll just escape, and then I'm going to zoom right in to this corner where I think the upstairs walls actually start. And then I'm going to zoom right out and go back over to, I think it's this corner. And I'm going to just wait till they get the snap there and click on it. Now you might think, well, I can't really see those walls properly, but if you turn off the trace reference up above here, those walls will just appear the way they are. And then what you can do is just check in 3D, and you should see that we've actually got something starting to appear. And once we actually put some roofs on this and trim the walls, it's going to start looking like the building that we want it to be. I'll go back to the first floor, and I'll turn off the trace reference just temporarily. Now what I'm going to do now is put a slab on this. I just go to the slab tool, I click, and yeah, probably wood's okay. I don't mind what thickness it is. Maybe 300 is probably okay because the top of it's at our finished floor level, which is 3 meters above the ground floor slab. We can check in the section if it states exactly what that is. I'm just going from memory, but for now I'll just make it 300, and I can always come back and change it later. And I'll just say, yeah, first floor current. I'll just make sure this cover fills is turned off because I don't really want it to look like concrete up there. So I'll just turn that off and go OK. And I'll do a square one, and I'm just going to go from the outside corner here, and I'm going to go right to the very outside corner at this point. Now you might say, why are you going to the outside? We're going to see it on the elevations, but you actually won't because we're going to do some wall coverings on these walls, and that will hide it. Now, to make sure you haven't drawn any number of slabs, we only want one. Just go into the slab tool and go Control A or edit, select all slabs, and you'll see we've only got one, and that's great. I will turn on the trace reference again. Now, even though the stairs haven't been drawn here, you will have to create a hole so that people don't bang their heads walking up the stairs. So what we will do is I'm going to select that slab, make sure I'm in the slab tool, and then just select it. And what you may have to do is just draw a shape using this kind of geometry. And from the inside, you may go from this point and then go to this point, and then I haven't drawn the stairs yet, so I'm just having to guess a little bit. And I'll come down here, and you may hold the shift button, and then go up and hold the shift button again. And you'll know from when you draw the stairs, but that creates a hole in the slab. And if I keep the slab selected and right click and just go show storage selection, you'll see that you can see the hole in the slab on the first floor. Okay, I'll just go back to the first floor. Now the important thing is that before you draw that hole, you've got to be in the slab tool and you've got to select the slab. Otherwise, you'll just draw one slab inside the original one. So that operation might be slightly tricky, but just take it nice and slowly and you'll surprise yourself. So those are kind of useful tips for how to draw the first floor. And then you can, once you've put the walls, the external walls in the right place, just choose the wall tool again, make this a single wall tool, and just try and locate the walls in the correct positions, and we can check them later. Thank you. I think that's enough for now, and I hope you're all keeping safe.